There is a specific kind of exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. It is the weight of a world that refuses to be silent. From the moment you wake, your consciousness is assaulted by a relentless stream of frequencies, digital pings, the hum of electricity, and the internal chatter of a mind that has forgotten how to be still. You feel a sense of suffocation, not from a lack of air, but from a lack of space. The modern world has filled every void with noise, and in doing so, it has built a cage around your soul. We have been taught to fear the silence. We are told that an empty room is a lonely room, and that a quiet mind is a wasted mind. But what if this fear was manufactured? What if the constant noise is a deliberate scaffolding designed to keep you from noticing that you are disappearing 14 times a second? The truth is far more unsettling. The noise is not just a distraction, it is a seal. It is the barrier that prevents you from accessing the conscious black light that Itzhak Bentov described as the true fabric of the universe. Imagine for a moment that your thoughts are not yours. Imagine that the internal monologue you identify as self is actually a mentalism trap, a byproduct of a reality governed by laws you were never taught to master. Thoth warned us in the ancient prophecies that humanity would be forcibly disconnected from its matrix. This disconnection starts when you realize that the loudness of your life is proportional to the emptiness of your connection to the source. The void is not a hole to be filled. It is the throne you were meant to occupy. Now imagine the revenge of that void. It does not attack with sound. It reclaims you through the absolute. Before we unlock the first seal and descend into the physics of the forbidden, consider this. If you are one of the 2% who can stand the sound of your own silence, you are ready. Please click subscribe and join our journey into the mystical. To understand why silence is a weapon, we must first understand the sound matrix that controls your reality. This is not a metaphor. It is a biological and metaphysical fact. Every cell in your body is an antenna, a piece of biocircuitry hidden from your own understanding. When the world is loud, your antenna is jammed. You are kept in a state of amygdala hijack, a biological switch that keeps you trapped in the survival mechanisms of the matrix, unable to perceive the higher dimensions of your own existence. Consider the blink factor discovered by Itzhak Bentov. He proposed that our reality is stroboscopic. We disappear and reappear 14 times every second. In those micro moments of disappearance, we are in the void. We are at the 0 point, the infinite energy field hiding in plain sight. But because our world is saturated with artificial frequencies, we fail to notice the still point where consciousness becomes reality. The sound matrix is a consciousness trap, much like the experiments whispered about in the shadows of the Philadelphia experiment. Picture this, a universe that is a conscious hologram where your mind acts as a wild pendulum swinging between the seen and the unseen. When you are caught in the noise, the pendulum swings erratically, never reaching the apex of clarity. This is the quantum trap. The more you try to wake up using the tools of the noise, the deeper you fall asleep. The physics of the heart, the torus field they don't teach in school, requires a quiet environment to expand. Without silence, the torus collapses and your energy stays locked at the base of your spine. The God particle inside your brain, the pineal gland, functions as a forbidden stargate. But this stargate is sound-activated, not by the sounds of the world, but by the vibration of silence. When you stop trying and start being, the stroboscopic nature of reality becomes visible. You begin to see the scaffolding of the simulation. This is the revenge of the void. It reveals the lie of the material, leaving only the absolute point of consciousness. In the Emerald Tablets, Thoth speaks of the halls of Amenti, a place beyond time where the masters of reality reside. To enter these halls, one does not speak, one vibrates. The ancient code left behind for humanity suggests that the 7 hermetic laws are the operating system of this simulation. But there is a lost tablet, a secret map that mentions an 8th law, removed from the Kybalion, the law of silence. This law states that all manifestation begins in the unmanifested void. Thoth's frequency code is hidden in the very geometry of the pyramids. They were not tombs, but resonance chambers designed to amplify the silence of the initiate until it shattered the mentalism trap. The watchers and those engaged in the cosmic battle for your soul fear your silence because they cannot control what they cannot hear. Your karmic contracts are written in the noise of your desires and fears. They are burned away in the fire of the void. Consider this. Thoth warned of a lament, a coming cosmic rebirth where the sound matrix would fail. We are living in that endgame now, the 2025 timeline of the Kali Yuga. The guardian entity waiting to stop your ascension is not a monster outside of you, but the noise within you. To bypass the guardian, you must become like the void, transparent, silent, and empty. This is the still point technique for bending reality. Now imagine the Atlantean God code hidden inside you. It is a bioelectric secret sleeping at the base of your spine. This coil theory of Bentov suggests that once the noise stops, the coil uncurls, and the language of light becomes your native tongue once again. Telepathy is not a gift. It is the natural state of a soul that has escaped the sound matrix. The revenge of the void is the restoration of your original power, the power to create without effort, to know without learning. Why does the modern world fear silence? Because silence is the ultimate mirror. When you strip away the external noise, the notifications, the music, the endless talking, you are left with the one person you have spent your whole life trying to escape: yourself. Carl Jung warned that we must become a monster to find God, meaning we must integrate the darkest parts of our psyche. In the silence, your shadow self emerges from the mirror abyss. It is no longer hidden by the distractions of the matrix. Consider the amygdala hijack that keeps you in a constant state of fight or flight. The noise of the world is designed to keep this biological switch active, ensuring you remain reactive rather than conscious. When the noise stops, the switch flips, and for many, this feels like a descent into madness. But this is the forbidden history of your own soul. The Atlantean God code hidden inside you requires you to traverse this internal darkness to unlock your true biocircuitry. The synchronicity trap is another layer of this psychological maze. Carl Jung called coincidences glitches in the matrix, messages from the subconscious trying to break through the noise. In the silence, these glitches become clear. You begin to see that your thoughts are not yours, but are often echoes of a sound matrix designed to control your reality. Facing the shadow is the first step in the 7 alchemical stages of soul transformation hidden in Thoth's final secret. Now, before we go further, we must test your resonance. We must see if you can handle the vibration of silence. For the next 30 seconds, do not look away. Do not check your phone. Do not think about what comes next. Just exist in the void. Experience the blink factor, the stroboscopic truth that you are disappearing 14 times a second. Did you feel the pull? That slight discomfort is the guardian entity, the part of the simulation programmed to stop your ascension by making you feel restless. If you stayed, you have just accessed the still point technique for bending reality. You are beginning to master the weapon. Itzhak Bentov's final secret was revolutionary. The universe is not made of matter, but is a field of conscious black light. This is the ultimate paradox. What we perceive as the void or empty space is actually a holographic field of infinite density and intelligence. It is the absolute point where consciousness becomes reality. When you enter the silence, you are not entering a vacuum. You are plugging into the source of all creation. Think of your DNA as an antenna. In the noise, it only receives the static of the simulation. In the silence, it begins to pick up the language of light, your native tongue that was hidden from you. This is why the God particle inside your brain, the pineal gland, has a forbidden Stargate function. It is the receiver for the frequencies of the void. The universe is a conscious hologram, and silence is the medium through which the hologram is projected. Bentov's zero-point secret suggests that there is an infinite energy field hiding in signpost. This energy is only accessible when you stop trying to wake up and simply allow the vibration of silence to dissolve your false self. The mentalism trap tells you that your thoughts create reality, but Thoth's warning is deeper. Your silence creates reality. The thoughts are just the interference pattern. The heart's forbidden physics reveals a torus field that they don't teach in school. This field is the bridge between your physical body and the conscious black light of the void. When you are silent, the heart's torus expands, encompassing the world around you. You are no longer a person in a universe. You are the universe experiencing itself through a point of silence. This is the still point that governs the wild pendulum of your mind. To master the weapon of silence, you must understand Thoth's polarity hack. This is the lost alchemical key to transmuting fear into power. When the world is loud and chaotic, the average soul reacts with fear, feeding the sound matrix. The master reacts with silence. By refusing to add noise to the chaos, you collapse the wave function of the Kali Yuga endgame happening in this 2025 timeline. The eighth law they removed from the Kabbalion, the law of silence, is your escape hatch from the karmic contracts that keep you trapped. These contracts are fueled by your emotional responses to the noise. When you become silent, the watchers can no longer find you in the frequency spectrum of the simulation. You become invisible to the systems of control. This is why silence is the loudest weapon. It is the only one they cannot counter. Mastering this weapon means realizing that time does not exist. Time is a function of sound and sequence. In the void, there is only the eternal now. By entering the silence, you escape the death trap waiting between lives, because you have already learned how to exist without the scaffolding of the matrix. You are practicing for the ultimate blink, where you do not reappear in the simulation, but in the halls of a mentee. Consider the bioelectric secret sleeping at the base of your spine. This coil theory of Bentov is the engine of your liberation. When you use silence as a weapon, you stop leaking energy into the world's distractions. The energy begins to rise, activating the biocircuitry that allows you to wake up inside your dream. You are no longer a victim of the lucid trap. You are the architect of your own awakening. As we reach the final equation of Bentov, we find the absolute point where consciousness becomes reality. All the 7 alchemical stages of soul transformation lead back to this one point of silence. It is the final gateway mentioned by Thoth. Everything you have ever searched for, the Emerald Tablets, the God Code, the Stargate, is contained within the micro-moment between your thoughts. The Void's revenge is not a destruction of the world, but a destruction of the illusion of the world. It is the Kali Yuga endgame, where the truth can no longer be hidden by the noise. Your role in this global experiment is to be the still point in the center of the storm. As the sound matrix begins to unravel, those who have mastered silence will be the only ones who can navigate the coming cosmic rebirth. Remember Itzhak Bentov's lost chapter. Your reality is a cosmic feedback loop. If you project noise, you receive chaos. If you project silence, you receive the absolute. This is the stroboscopic truth that can liberate your soul. You are not a creature of sound. You are a creature of the void, temporarily wearing a garment of noise. Strip it bare. Find the God particle inside your brain and let it shine through the darkness. The journey does not end here. It begins every time you choose not to speak, every time you choose not to react, every time you find the 0 point in the midst of the noise. The lament of Thoth is not a tragedy for those who have found the light within the conscious black light. It is a celebration of the soul's return to its native tongue, the language of light. You have the map. You have the code. You have the weapon. The question is, do you have the courage to be silent? The Watchers are waiting for your next move. But if you are truly silent, they will wait forever. You have become the ghost in the machine, the still point in the hologram. If this decoding has resonated with the frequency of your soul, if you are ready to master the void, then carry this silence with you. This 60-second glimpse was only the key. The full decoding of the universe awaits. Watch the next episode, and we will descend deeper into the Atlantean secrets together. Until then, be still. The void is listening.